Hello and welcome to more Loop Hero. Today I'm going to show you guys how to beat the Lich, as I need to farm him up, and also show you what it's like to farm some resources. Now, we do have a nice base going on right now, nothing too spectacular being built out, but I wanted to go ahead and show you guys a build that we're running today, which is going to be Cemetery, Village, Grove, Ruins, Bookery, Blood Grove, Battlefield, Vampire Mansion, Spider Cancun, Rock, Meadow, Oblivion, Beacon, Treasury, and the Arsenal. We'll talk about how these go as we run through our expedition, but let's go ahead and go straight here, and then I believe my next video will be focusing on the second level, which I need to start working on myself. But let's go ahead and farm today and show you a defeat of the Lich King. Okay, so we're going to speed up the speed here a little bit. I went ahead and increased it up to 4.0 speed in terms of looping around the map, and 2.0 in combo speed. If that is distracting to you, please let me know in the comments below. I figure it'd be better than wasting all your time to go ahead and rush through. Now, what we're doing here is building out our weapons, swords, etc., and setting ourselves up to farm the entire map. For farming areas, we'll need to find corners that we can set up our blood groves on. There's a very, very good candidate right here on the far left, and one over here on the far right that I have my eye on. We will need to find a couple of groves before that happens, and that's of course being done right now. Now, as we move forward, we're going to go ahead and pause right before we get to the camp and see if we have anything important that we want to play on this turn. Nothing amazing, but what I will do is add a ruin over here on the right side. These give you really good loot, so I enjoy having those. I have put some watchtowers in my main base, so I have villagers near me in case I get in trouble, and I believe they have a range of 2. Now that I have some basic items already available to me, including a ring, I'm going to go ahead and play my arsenal. I'm going to put that near my village, as I want to make sure I block out the Lich King for later on to keep him weaker. What this does, it gives me the hat up here on the top side, which will allow for me to have just a little bit more firepower. Now, we find a Bookery, which is actually new to me. This is something that I have not played very often. So let's go ahead and put this on the ground first here when I put my battlefield. The Bookery replaces 3 of your cards at random whenever you pass by. It collapses after it replaces 20 cards. So let's go ahead and throw a Bookery down. We'll put it over here on the far left, it looks like. Maybe right here. I'm going to try and just have some things come up that I need to work out for me, because I've never seen this before. Ooh, nice. I find a village. That's very helpful. Let's go ahead and put our first village. We'll put it right here. That way we have our quest set up already. Let's go ahead and play that. Village will give me healing and a quest as well, which helps me find some better gear. Right now, we're working our way through the ruins, which usually gives you good gear, and yes, there's some right there. We find our first helmet. So, stats are down here in the bottom right. And we find a blue. I'm looking for a couple of 3s before I start committing too heavily to the map, right? First quest done, nothing too good. Let's go ahead and put down another Bookery here. Let's keep rotating out cards. Oh, there we go. We have our first grove. Let's go ahead and put our grove here, and then I'm going to be able to put my blood grove down right next to it. Now, what the Blood Grove does is it can be placed adjacent to the road near other trees. Its roots devour enemies that have less than 15% HP. So now I've created a farming area. Let's go ahead and start spinning our rocks that we can here to start building out a mountain. We discussed this in the last video, but this gives you extra HP. Ooh, we found another grove too. Wonderful. Good for us. Let's go ahead and put this grove down here, so we can build another Blood Grove over here. And we're just waiting for some good gear in general. Ooh, a level 4 ring. We'll take it. Hell yeah. Let's keep up with the looting. We do find a cemetery. Not a big deal for me right now. Just another farming location. Find another grove. Let's go ahead and put one right here. Now, this blood grove will affect that entire area, for the record, so I don't mind stacking that up as much as I can. I do want to have my ruins split up just slightly. The thing about ruins is if they're next to a tile that is fighting, they will actually help them in terms of range. So I want to avoid that, so I'm not getting shelled away too quickly and DPS down. We do have a couple of beacons right now. They will give you extra movement speed and be helpful for things like traits and whatnot, but right now I'm not utilizing them. Bookery continues to rotate. We find a level 4 on our hat, so looking pretty strong, but notice that we are on our 4 loop and we don't have a good weapon, so things are looking a bit dire here. Hoping that will get fixed up here in the future. Couple of good hits. We find another grove. Now we can go ahead and apply this here, and now we can start stacking up some of our damage in this area, which we're going to go ahead and do right now. Oh, nice! We rotate out a treasury, put that on the field, and now we can start building that up. I'm going to go ahead and throw a couple of rocks over here. I think I'm going to go ahead and commit this mountain now that I'm looking pretty strong. And then we'll go ahead and put some meadows up here. I want to put meadows on the top, left, right, and bottom side, as those will give me double HP, heals 3 HP at the start of the day. And we are getting to a point where I'm feeling pretty strong at the moment. I might throw down a couple of villages here and maybe create a vampire mansion. We'll see though in a second. Level 4 shield, great. Which one do I want? Pure damage attack speed. This one has counter baked into it. We don't have a weapon, so I'm gonna go ahead and go with the we'll go with the counter for now, because we don't know what we're gonna be building up to. If we had vampirism, I would probably run the attack speed. Gives me higher chances, of course, of attack. Good hit so far. I'm actually gonna pause real quick and maybe play my Oblivion before we go to this book here. Blood Grove is here. Is there anything I want to get rid of on the map? Nah, I think I'm okay. Okay, let's go and continue forward. Get a 5 shield, and we have our first trait of the game. Treasure Hunter gives me a chance to spawn a chest when we find kills. So we just started. It's actually a really good one. Let's go ahead and pick that up. Increase our chances of finding good stuff for us. Start filling out our groves. We continue our farming. Level 4 hat, which gives vampirism, and a level 5 ring. Oh my god, let's go ahead and throw a level 5 axe, even though it's a brown. Or excuse me, a gray. That will allow for us to get some damage in at least. And right now, my build isn't too insane yet. Now, one good thing about these blood groves is they'll start spawning golems eventually. Last time the books were here was on their shelves. What's happening now? Ooh, this is actually new for me. That doesn't look even remotely like writing. Do you have any text in the human languages, or Proto-Vampiric at least? Ah, interesting. I get it, I get it. Let's forget about this mistaken start and a new page. So it looks like we're going to be fighting books here. Usually with any type of items that you put on the ground, you will get different enemy types. Looks like I have to be constantly on guard. Who knows? Next time I could be attacked by my own sword. Alright, we do find another battlefield. So let's get that in the mix here real quick. We're gonna go ahead and pause real fast. Oh, finally we find a level 6 rapier, which will give us vampirism and attack speed. We have a yellow as well, which is our second highest here, and 2 oranges. I'm gonna go ahead and go up to level 4 on the blue, because that'll give me vampirism, so now I'm at 23%. And we can get a little bit more aggressive on what we're putting on the map. I'm gonna go ahead and load this up with some spiders, and then let's do one more ruin here on the far left. And let's go ahead and I just got a swamp, which I'm going to avoid. The swamp stops all healing, but I like having the card set up in my arsenal in case I want to spend it in the future. And we'll go ahead and commit to the shrine in the top left. We're about a little under half of our bar towards the boss, so I'm going to go ahead and wait and see how my current build is looking. What I'm looking at is my health up here on the top right corner, and how many times I am eating any type of these potions that I have. Level 4 sword, we got a level 5 sword if we compare the two, 14 to 20 in damage, so a little bit worse, but damage to all is 3 and region point per second is 1.0. I'm gonna go ahead and pass on that for now. Alright. Level 5 spear, level 5 helmet, we can take defense, attack speed, and a counter. Would like to have a better shield here in the future. Now that we have found a treasury, we can go ahead and commit to the treasury here. And see what items we get rocked out of it. Let's build this straightforward, and we find ourselves a level 5 shield, which we are cool with, that also have vampirism and defense. And I think we're getting to a point where we're looking strong enough on our health bar, but we're not taking too much damage, that I can go ahead and commit to creating this into a ransacked village. So we're going to take 3 turns for that. Fight the ransacked village over and over, and in 3 turns it will become a big bastion of healing for me. I would like to find some more villages before I decide to fight the Lich. Obviously, as they give me more opportunities to get quests done. Ooh, level 6, look at that! We are looking good right now. Let's see here, level 5 ring, we're chilling on. Level 6 ring, there we go. Now, one thing we're doing while we're farming is you can decide whether or not you want to fight the Lich by clicking here, and when these portraits become red, we'll know that they are full on all the materials that we can pick up, right? Where's my character at? Over here on the top left. Let's go ahead and commit a village right here before we go into this fight. It'll be right after the area here that will be creating some spawns, but won't be affecting the village there in general. So we should be A-okay. Ooh, a level 7. HP 542, defense 4, and nothing too amazing. We'll flow with what we currently have. And we are just chewing through our opponents right now. Add Tunes of Battle. Tuna, it looks like these are done now. Let's go ahead and blow up these, as they are just hurting my space here. So if I take those away, we are good to go. We'll add one more book here, and do one more here as well to keep printing out items throughout time. That's a new card that I just picked up. I think I really like it, actually. Finally, we find a Flesh Golem. Flesh Golems are great. They have a high chance to give you 2 to 3 different items that can be of high caliber. They are quite deadly, though, so you do have to be careful. And they will also hit you one more time after you kill them. Looks like we are good to go as we get 8s, 7s, and a 7 ring, and we're on level 6, so not the greatest, but a pretty strong showing for us. And we're now going to go ahead and take this time and commit to making ourselves a little bit stronger. Let's go ahead and throw down a cemetery here. Let's do another one here as well. And then we'll continue to try popping out some extra enemies for us to fight. Skilled Armor, defense is increased by 1 every time you loop. Surveyor, each time the hero passes through a tile, he will heal. The hero deals 1.5 damage for every potion used. Let's go ahead and pick up the Skilled Armor and increase our defense. It feels like we're going to be here for a bit. Sometimes with the loop, you kind of have to wait for your items to pop in. Generally, I'm trying to find 2 or 3 items above the rank that I'm currently in before I commit to fighting the Lich, and I'm also trying to make sure that I am full on resources. Let's go ahead and throw this here. Yeah, I think that should be a good spot, right? Where do I want it here? 2 versus 4. I got a little bit more height on this one. Let's go ahead and put that here, and then we can put this one here. Okay, cool. So now we have 3 chests spawning on these. And it looks like our build is doing pretty good right now. We're walking through it, we're not losing too much health, so I can go ahead and continue improving upon the structures. Let's throw down another grove over here. And let's try to get up a alchemist there. And by, I don't know why I'm saying alchemist, ruins. Excuse me. Misspoke. I did have a long day streaming. I played a lot of League of Legends today in the new patch. Alright patch, by the way. Not too shabby. Let's go ahead and get spider corpses over here as well. Let's just commit fully to trying to clear that up with all the enemies there, especially with all of our damage as AoE. Harpies are spawning thanks to the mountains that we have. Alright, we find a blood golem here. Let's see what you're gonna give me. Give me a couple of 8s, you won't. Ooh, we do get an 8 already, but we already have one of those, as well as a 7 weapons. Let's grab that, and then we'll go ahead and pick up the 7 here on our shield. And things are looking pretty solid so far. Another treasury finally coming in, which we love to have treasuries here. Let's go ahead and get that on the field. I did mention in my last video that I played the strategy of holding on to my shrines into the late game, which I still believe in that strategy, but I have found myself trying to be a bit more careful with it. Let's go ahead and commit a village down here after our first waves of combat. I found waiting for a bunch of shrines gave me this weird spot where I felt like I was like all-inning at the last second, which I didn't like that feeling. I felt like I had less control, so I'm being careful of that here. Good pick so far. Do I want to add another blood grove at all? I think I'm relaxing right now. I think this one's kind of good right now. Yeah, I think we relax. No major upgrades coming for us. Couple of 7s here and there, but we already have really good gear, so no need to worry about it. I'm gonna go ahead and add one more bookery down here, since it seems like the rotations have been quite useful for me. So let's go ahead and put one here. We have another trait finally coming in. Deals you pull ahead of Oblivion. That's actually a really good card if you have to clear a lot of stuff up. I thought this was kind of useless, but it's actually quite good. I'm gonna take supplies. The hero leaves 10% of his findings in the camp when passing through the campfire tile. We're doing pretty good on health as right now, and I want more supplies because I'm trying to farm up back home so I can build more stuff. And after this is done, I'll show you guys what we're building back home to give you an idea of what I'm trying to go for. Got a level 8 sword, but it's got pure damage and attack speed, and I kind of enjoy the vampirism that I have right now. So let's stay committed to that. Bones can be a bit scary. They hit pretty hard, especially when they're put on quests, so that's why I was struggling there. Level 7 Legendary has pure damage, attack speed, and evasion. Let's go ahead and toss that on here. Chunking on through. And we find another village. Wonderful. Let's go ahead and take our village and plug it in. I like the idea of having it in before we go through this big fight over here. That will put us in a position where we might have to fight. Let's see how this goes. Big AoE hitting, the scaling is just enough. Oh yeah. And the good thing about loading up your map with all these different enemies that we're putting in here is you do give yourself a lot of experience. You start planning out traits like crazy. Alright, I do find an Oblivion here. How are my books here? 8 on this one, 14 on this one, 17 on that one. Alright, we'll keep an eye on that one. I might want to blow it up. Just to make sure that I'm keeping myself in a solid state. We're doing okay with health overall as well, so I'm not too worried. And this ransacked village should change, I think, in one more loop. Let's go ahead and take the opportunity to get rid of these bandits. Get rid of those for now. Couple of 7s and 8s coming in. I will say when you start to get to the higher levels, you will find yourself in a situation where you're just printing out a lot of loot. Don't forget, it's okay, because as these run through, they do become materials on the top side. So it's not a big deal if you find yourself not pumping out really amazing loot. It will pay off in the long run. We do find a weapon with damage to all, counter, and vampirism that's level 9. We'll go ahead and take that for now. Great roll. Level 8 coming in here on top of the ring. Let's go ahead and throw this in as well. This is good. This is a good run. I'm feeling really good about this. I think we'll be able to fight the boss no problem. We will lose 5% vampirism here down to 20%, but we get defense and counter of 8%, which I like to see. And also has the potential with some traits later on. Another treasury has spawned. Let's go ahead and start building that up. On the far left, do notice the spacing that I'm using here. This is something I would recommend to you if you want to load up on treasuries. And we have our first full material here with 10, second material full with 10 as well. So get into a spot here where you need to consider if you want to keep going or if you want to try to start moving into a fight against the enemy. I'm gonna have some overlap here because my build is looking pretty good, so I don't mind. Let's go ahead and toss that here on the field. We also have a level 8 armor that we're gonna plug in. And our Oblivion, let's see, we're down to 8 here. Let's wait it out. Oh my god, another battlefield. Look at that. Just print these out today. This is actually a really good run. Remember, the battlefields give you new items and equipment, so you have a good chance of rolling out some good stuff. Which, again, if you stay ahead of the power curve, feels great. Give me some good chests. Good stuff, please. Level 6 shield, nothing yet. I'm looking for 10s right now. If I could roll some 10s, I'd be a happy boy. Ghosts will be spawning in those battle chests now. Gotta be careful with those. They can quite dead. Oh my god, the 5% chance lands and I get multiple chests at once. Let's go! Although nothing useful. But it was still cool, right? I guess. Alright, more equipment coming in. Blood Golem gets absolutely wiped there. Alright, let's get another village on the field here. We're at full health, but again, I've been enjoying this questing that's been coming our way. I'm also going to throw a village here just to help out. One, I get a heal before going to the camp. I get another quest as well, but also blocks off some of the Lich, which I need to be better about in general. In fact, I might actually. Can I just throw this beacon here? I can put one here to block that off. Nice. That'll move them a little bit faster. Go with other trait builds, and we'll talk about that later on in another video. We get another shrine down, and we're starting to get full towards the boss, so I need to be a bit careful here about overcommitting. We get a 6 and a 6, nothing too good. Ooh, another village. Look at that. Just pumping out the villages. I'm gonna go ahead and fill this one up here. I'm gonna try to have most of my build up here in the top left corner, near the campfire. Level 9 shield gets counter and vampirism. Only one level on strength right now. And we find another battlefield. Oh my god, we're gonna be printing out chests as we go through that. Holy moly, dude, I love this library card. That's incredibly good. Another village! What say you? This is also turned into a ransacked village up here, so we are good on that front. Let's go and put out a vampire mansion. Try and make that. Maybe we'll commit to a few loops. We'll see how it goes. Got my trait now. Each day passes 50% faster. Resource cap and the expedition is increased by 50%. Sure, let's go ahead and go with deep pockets. Actually, let's go with our Oblivion right now. Yeah, let's go with our Oblivion right now. And then let's freeze. So we loaded everything with Oblivion. Now we can go ahead and get rid of our libraries that are low. This one's down to 2. Let's go ahead and get rid of that one. We have another library over here that's 11. We can also get rid of things that we just don't want to fight against or we find annoying at the moment. Let's go ahead and get rid of that. Make a little bit more space in the map. And now we are currently looping. Let's go ahead and get rid of the bandit camp. Get rid of the bandit camp. There we go. Another bandit camp over here as well. Let's get rid of that. Nice. And now we got a few more Oblivions laying around in case we want them. Level 8 hat. Okay, chillin'. Ooh, a chest drop. Wonderful. 6 and an 8. Ooh, this actually has a little bit more vampirism, which we are obviously needing right now. So far, so good. Although it looks like we're starting to eat some damage here, so we definitely want to find some better equipment if we can. Keep an eye out for that. That blood golem will definitely help with that. Hopefully, anyways. Got a couple of 9s and a 10 ring, so nothing amazing, sadly. But we'll go through a wave of healing right here. What is this one here? Our bookery, it's currently an 8. That one's a 2. Let's go ahead and get rid of this bookery as well. Put a beacon here on the corner. I think we're fine, actually. We're chilling. Yeah, we'll probably build up one more trait. See how it goes. Well, 9 ring. And this kind of happens. You might be on a good run. Sometimes you just aren't getting good loot. Trust the loot, stay with it. If you ever get in a situation where you think you might be hurting too much, like right now I'm starting to get to a point where I'm like, I don't know if I'm gonna hit it. You could hold this button down. This little orange indicator will stop you right on top of your fireplace, right? So you can make sure to get out of there if you feel like it's not going well for you. Level 9 on top of the hat. Good clearance so far. Fighting our golems. Our potions are still here, so that's okay. One thing to note, too, is the golem is kind of bodying you. Ooh, nice. Level 10 finally coming in, and a level 11 ring. So a couple of good rolls here. I would like to find at least one more 11 if I can. Ooh, double village, too. Look at that. Let's go ahead and fit these in here if we can. We'll put one up here as well, right before this fight. How are we feeling on the Grove? We can put one here, and then put that in there to work that corner. I feel like I was making a point and I forgot it. If it was important, let me know in the comments below. Print the monies! You see these shooting from afar? That's because we are set up in a position where they will knock you out. And they do the damage, don't they? They don't play around. Level 9. Damage to all region per second is 0.5, and evasion is 10%. Not amazing. Level 7 and level 9 here. Ooh. I'm getting to a point where I'm starting to worry a little bit. This run might be over. We might not be able to kill the Lich, but let's see how it goes. Hoping for a good couple of rolls here first. Good hit so far. Trait coming up soon. That little bell that you hear is it telling you that you're full on cards, so any cards coming in will be thrown away, but, you know, card rotation's all about it. I've played a lot of TrikSlyr. I don't mind too much. Level 9 ring, level 9. Nothing good yet. I am starting to worry my potions are getting hit here. Alright, we're going to go ahead and commit to one of our shrines here. I'm going to go into the planning phase right after this. Finally, we find a 10 helmet, which is helpful. Let's go ahead and toss that on the field here. Damage to all and attack speed. Let's get a treasury running. As, to be quite frank with you, we are looking a little rough at the moment. Let's go ahead and play these and see if we can roll something good for our equipment. We find a 9 and an 8. Nothing too good yet. which is obviously very scary. Let's go ahead and keep going forward. We're against a blood golem. Hopefully he'll be able to help us out with some good loot. We pause. We found a 9 ring, and a 9 on this. We can technically get our regen up on this and our lifesteal by playing this. Let's go ahead and... Oh, that's a level 11. Regen's 2.0. Regen goes up 2.5 and vampirism versus what does this have? Attack speed. Let's go ahead and commit to this just because I really need the damage for all and the regen coming my way. It is slightly weaker, but I think it'll help us out in this AoE world that we're fighting right now. Because right now our lifesteal is just not quite doing it. Blood Golem again. Okay, wait a minute. Possibly good stuff here. Hopefully we get through this. Go to planning. Nice. Okay, we find a level 11. That gives us more vampirism. We're up to 26%. We have a level 10 shield with evasion, defense, and pure damage. Level 10 on the shield. Also gives us an extra 100 HP. So let's go ahead and put that on there. And then we need a better weapon, which we're kind of missing. But we are about to run through the loop. We might be okay here. Let's see how this goes. Solid hits all around. Okay, we can decide to retreat or we're going to stay. I'm going to go ahead and stay for one more loop. We just got a big amount of healing and we just got more power, right? We got 3 decent stuff and we're just waiting on better weapons. So we're going to stay. We're about to go through 4 chests. Wish me luck. If we don't get anything better than this, it might come to a point where we do have to commit to giving up on this run, which is okay. Nothing wrong with that. Let's look at our books. We're down to 2 here. Let's go ahead and play that. Put it down. Keep moving. Level 9 spear, not much. Come on, keep the rotations going. We find a silver pendant as well, and we are getting full on materials. I'm gonna go ahead and pop this as well in case we want to run. And I may have to lie to you on the second video. I don't know if we can go fight the Lich. We do find a level 11 weapon that goes up to 32, 48, and gives me attack speed of 27%, which is great with my vampire. Goes down to 14%, which is sad, but manageable. Obviously, I'm hoping for a better weapon to roll in, but we take what we can get, right? Level 10 shield gives me 30 defense and pure damage 6. Let's go ahead and pop that up, too. Just trying to hang with the big boys at the moment. Finally, a level 11 shield comes in. And just like that, we're back to full health all of a sudden. And the run might continue. Isn't that fun, how that works? Oh, level 11 sword! Score! Which is funny, because we're at 10, so now we need 12s. But it's not too bad. It's not too bad. Alright, these cemeteries so far have been doing a good job of slowing us down. I might want to get rid of them. Might need to. Couple of good picks. Let's go ahead and put down another village. Let's do it right here. On the side. 9, 9. And we are hanging in there at the moment. Just barely. We'll need a better chest. It's only 11 that I'm missing. But we're looking okay. Treasury spawns here. Let's go ahead and toss that on the field. Let's get that right here. Wait it out. We are close to triggering the boss, so I need to be careful on any other purchases I might do here. Or any upgrades that I might go for. I think ideally I would like to find one more trait before I commit to fighting the Lich. If I can find a good trait here and a good chest, I'll be really happy with our current position. Damage to all, attack speed, currently only at 25%. Regen goes down to 1, but we get attack speed of 17%, 4 defense, which is decent, and evasion of 5%. Level 10 though on that. I think I'm gonna hold off. And we got our trait here. Let's go ahead and play this. Hero deals 1.5 damage for every potion used since this trait is taken. Somersault will give the ability to counterattack during an evade. Our evasion currently is 15%, so it gives us a better chance to fighting through. Not amazing trade offerings, to be quite frank with you. But beggars can't be choosers. Or so I hear. Counter, defense, and defense up to 24. I think I like the defense we currently have. And the lifesteal on our current shield. Bum, 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 bum. Alright. Ooh, double flesh golems coming in. Can we handle it? Hopefully we can, because that should be some good loot, right? In theory. We find a level 12 hat, which gives us vampirism. We'll take it. A level 11 shield that is a legendary, and a level 12 gives us attack speed, more HP, and damage to all versus evasion. Okay, let's go ahead and put that on. And suddenly, we're looking kind of all right. Let's see how we get to this big area here that I have loaded up with death, which is might be getting to a point that I need to clear some of that out. Yeah, probably gonna remove these relic areas on my next Oblivion. Let's go ahead and remove that, because that has been quite deadly. Let's remove that there. We'll put one more grove in. And then we're gonna go ahead and stay. I'm staying. I'm staying. You can't kick me out. We're not leaving. And I think if we can score a couple more 12s, I'll be happy to go ahead and fight the Lich. All about the good rolls, though. We're keeping an eye out for him. I swear I'm not trying to blue ball you guys. I promise. I think. I'm not trying to. But I could be. Who knows anymore? Ooh, a level 14 weapon. Let's go ahead and apply that. That gives us regen, and it gives us 42 to 62 on hits. Not bad. That's 3 levels above what we need. Printing out the finds, level 13. We'll take this. Has pure damage, defense, and regen per second. We also get a legendary shield here. We don't get as much attack speed, but we get defense and a counter ability. Let's go ahead and apply both of those to legendaries and see how they look. So far, so good. Level 11 ring, level 13 on this one. Pure damage counter. We lose the attack speed, but our health goes up and we get the counter potential. Go ahead and play that. Keeping the evades up. Ooh, I do wonder if I may have hurt myself a bit too much here. My lifesteal has gone down dramatically, hasn't it? I'm about to get a big heal in a second. Might be okay. Might be okay. Let's see here. What's my vampirism? 14%. If I put this on, it goes 7%. Should I commit to that or stay on the 13? Ooh, it's kind of hard. We do get a level 12 ring, which is helpful. I think I'm going to go ahead and commit to what I currently have. The regen per second is 1.0, 38 to 58 on the hits. We'll stick with it for a little bit, see how it looks. It's looking a little rough, isn't it? Just a little rough. Couple of options we have here is we force a boss. But I think I'm going to hold off on that. I really do think that's a better play. Let's go put that here. Let's get one more village here and just stay on it. Stay on the track. Stay on the loop. There's gotta be some good stuff coming our way. We have a 14 here, which gives us 1,000 HP, but it's not too much if you ask me. Pure damage, defense to all, and defense 28. Everything increases. Our vampirism is 22% right now. We're trying to lifesteal through that. Level 13 shield. Pure damage regen per second is 3.6. Our current regen right now is 1.7. Let's go ahead and grab this. It's 13 less HP, but I get regen, evasion, and vampirism. We'll see how it looks. It feels like we're climbing. Feels like we're doing okay. Level 13 hat, huh? I want one of these, like a level 13 or a 14. That'd be amazing for us. It really would. Which just is not coming our way, is it? Damage to all, defense, and vampirism. Yes. Oh, it's level 10. Nope. Nope. Pass. Can't lifesteal if you're getting bopped the entire time, right? Come on, give us something good. Come on, Flesh Golem. You know you want to. Ooh, this is a big trade right now, isn't it? He is chunking through us. We do have one potion, so I'm not too worried. But this might be the end of our run. Ooh, a 14, yes! Okay. All right. That helped out a lot. That certainly helped out a lot, didn't it? Uh-oh. Blood Golem's here. We're out of potions at the moment. So we need this fight to go well. Level 14 on the shield. Attack speed, regen, pure damage 13. We also get a level 13 with vampirism. We put that in. And we also find a ring with pure damage, damage to all, counter, and regen per second. Holy moly, we are in there. Okay. Let's go ahead and stay, but I'm going to commit to finishing out the Lich King here. That is the plan. So, let's go ahead and create a village here. Let's get that procced on. It should go through the loop here. Hopefully I didn't do that too early. That would suck a lot, wouldn't it? And then let's go ahead and commit to trying to build out some stuff. Okay, so we are on the loop. We are hoping to end it here. Let's see how it goes. Let's go ahead and commit anything we can to building out these shrines and treasuries for extra materials as well as items. Ooh, another shrine. Look at that. Good find. Another village. Splendid. Okay, meadow, rock, mountain. 14 sword, but it is a gray, sadly. Level 15 ring, attack speed, yes. Level 14 hat, evasion, wonderful. Good rolls, I would say. Not really amazing over there, sadly, for us. On those rolls. Let's get our mountains on the field here. Groves I can't do much with. Evasion 10%, attack speed, pure damage. The regen per second I think is better. Although the attack speed is going to be nice if we're going for the vampirism, which we currently have 0 of. So we stay on the regen. That's funny. God, if I could roll a big weapon right now, I'd be so happy. Well, maybe I don't even need it. Maybe we're okay. Maybe we're all right. Level 12, level 9. Did I roll any Oblivions, by the way? I will need a few of those before we get to the end. No Oblivions yet. Let's go into planning phase after this. No. 38 retaliation damage, damage to all, defense, vampirism 7. If I mix these two together, what do I get? That regen's pretty good. Versus what regen? 2.5? Let's do that. And then, although, get that in there. Level 14 shield. Nice. Okay, switching over to vampire for the late game. I don't know why I'm so addicted to vampire. You're probably yelling at the screen saying, why do you like vampire so much? I just do. I used to watch a lot of True Blood when I was a kid, man. What do you want from me? What do you want? There you go. Good, good. Get to the cemeteries. Finish the meadows out. 10 and 11, nothing. And we're hoping to be full health before getting to the Lich. And if we are, we'll be able to use our potions and we'll be able to beat him, hopefully anyways. And with it all said and done, it looks like we're gonna be okay. Killing one less flesh golem here. Anything good? We got level 13, which is the sword here. 34 to 52. Damage to all 6. Regen, whatever. Evasion. Damage to all doesn't matter. I think I stick with the ritual sword. We find a 14 shield. Nothing, nothing, nothing. Okay. Do I have any oblivions in my inventory? I don't. So there is one beacon here. There's a Lich Ballast. These two will give them extra health and damage by 5%, which is annoying, but we did block the rest of them with our placement. Let's go ahead and do it. Let's go ahead and fight this Lich, and I'll show you what he gives you. So go ahead and do a stay. He'll be giving us one of these skulls, which are helpful for later runs. This is why it's important to farm the Lich and why I'm showing you guys how to do it. How is it possible? Shut up, we have a score to settle. And you go straight to the fight. We are full health, and let's see how we go. He is doing a lot of damage to me, though. Oh, no. Potions are being eaten, but he's too strong. And the Lich has beaten us. Sadly, we only get to keep 30 of our resources, and the big L right here is going to be the Silver Pendant and the Jeweler's Lens. Thank you all for watching. Hopefully you learned something from today's video. So sorry about dying to Lich there. I swear to God, I've beaten him actually 3 times before I did this video. Oh, actually, because I've beaten him in the past, I can actually go ahead and just take all these resources, which I'm going to do by sacrificing one of the skulls that I used to farm him later on. So we're going to take that, and I promise you I'll get you a video at some point showing you guys how to beat him. Unlucky there. It looks like he did more damage, and I underestimated those 2 different pillars there. All right, thank you guys for watching Loop Hero. Glad you guys enjoyed the videos.